Welcome back to the 2016 Poker Central Charity Shootout, brought to you in part by Zynga Poker.
Sorry, wasn't even thinking.
Chuck Liddell and Daniel Negranu.
Wow.
With a cold deck.
Cooler Central.
Looks like we pressed the blue button on the Shuffle Master. This is a frosty situation for Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, raised.
Although given the way that we've seen Chuck play in the shootout portion, he might not put all of his chips in the middle pre-flop with a hand like Jack's. And Daniel may elect to slow play this pre-flop as well.
Instead, it's a 4-bet.
I got it.
And Chuck says all in. Daniel says, I got it.
Or not. Disregard everything I just said.
Nothing you can do there. Jacks against aces.
And Liddell
Is what it is.
is in bad shape.
I get lucky.
You got a couple.
Even worse news than being up against the overpair is the fact that Daniel holds both of Chuck's suits, so can't make a flush.
Fair, nothing you can do.
Yeah, I did. Actually, it's payback. I did that to Phil Locke.
Here comes the flop. 10-7 Trey. Two aces still firmly in the lead.
Something there.
Can I substitute my dealer?
Huh?
Can I substitute my dealer? I got a friend that could do this for me.
Yeah, I bet you do. I know about those guys.
Your magician friend?
Yeah.
Liddell calling for a backup dealer. He's looking for an 8 or a 9 to give him some hope to hit a straight, or of course the Jack. Instead, it's a 5. Now Chuck Liddell is down to just 2 outs once to stay alive here and double through Daniel Negranu any other card, and Negranu will have defeated the former UFC champ. The only guaranteed winner here, the St. Jude Foundation. And the river card pairs the board with a 10. Two aces hold up. And Daniel Negranu is our first heads-up match winner.
Make it so small.
Action back underway from our arena. All right, it looks like pocket nines and pocket queens both involved in this pot. It was unraised pre-flop, and look at who's got the best hand. Jennie Garth, trip 7s.
Get out of here.
Come on.
This is where raising pre-flop
What is he only knows what aces look like?
becomes so important. You wouldn't have had to deal with Jennie Garth's 7-5 in all likelihood. But now both Tyler and Tony in a world of hurt.
You guys have to explain the rules this often in regular games.
Actually, it's fun because it makes us think about the rules.
And Tyler has lit the fuse by betting 10,000 here, and this is the mobile strike. Time to strike for Jennie Garth.
I'm not going to talk it out until I'm heads up with somebody. I'm just going to...
Play mobile strike now with Amazon coins.
You know what? I'm going to raise.
And play poker with trip 7s is what Jennie Garth says as she raises it up. 10,000 more to 20. And Tony Hawk is just going to go all in here for his remaining 13,000 with the pocket 9s.
Re-raise? Oh, whoops.
Yeah, so you put the 1 out there. So you put the 1 out there, and then you came back and you put more out there. You put 1 out there, and then you went back to put like 3 more. So I got to call that a string. So I'm going to let you call the 20,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take 2 back. Take 2 out. That's what I was trying
Take
to do.
2
I was trying to
back.
call her.
Yeah, 20,000. No, it's good. You called her.
Cool,
You called correctly.
Jack
Tony's all
Eiffel
in for 13,000.
clearing things up there.
14,000 on the side.
There's going to be a side pot between the remaining 2 active stacks that belong to Tyler Posey and Jennie Garth. And looking at the percentages, you can see that Jennie way the favorite here.
You're like a bank.
If anybody needs any
All right,
change.
this is the main pot. We have a side pot.
Betting
for
will
him.
continue heads up
Heads up on the side pot.
between Posey and Garth. The turn card
Should
is
have
the 10
14,000 at
of
7 times 2.
diamonds.
Heads up on the
Third
side.
diamond out there. Only Tony Hawk has a flush draw. He is all in, however.
Right, but Tony's all in for 13,000. Right, so he's all in for 13,000. Those 2 have 20,000 each in. So that's 14,000 on the side.
8.
Math's hard, bro.
It's going to go to $500,000.
And Tyler Posey's going to bet, and it's a big bet.
Down with you. I have like, where's the massage lady now?
I know. We need that massage lady bad.
Looks like 44,000 from here. And indeed, that is the figure. And if there's anybody that can talk herself out of a call here, it is Jennie Garth.
Yours. Sorry.
It is mine.
I just realized why you said hey. Your coffee is, you need sugar in that. 40?
44.
You don't even know what happens when I drink tequila.
It's not tequila.
What is that?
That's what I'm missing, some espresso.
I can't rule you out over there, Mr. Silent One. Really, you had no choice but to go all in, but I'm just saying you could have a great hand. Which
No, it's just everything I have right there.
everything,
That
but
really
all,
doesn't
like
calculate
your
into what
whole-
your decision right now. You can
'Cause you're
forget
just
about
put-
what he's doing.
Yeah, because he can't win that
No,
money.
but I can't. Really.
Well, no,
No,
it
he
has
can-
nothing to do with your new decision.
Yeah, I'm done.
It's
Like,
just
it
you and
doesn't
I.
Because he can't win that money.
We're
Nice
heads up.
knowing you.
We're heads up together.
You and me. This has happened before. I don't know what I just drank, but it tastes like gasoline.
Yes. I tried to warn you, but I thought that you were just being silly or something.
Here's the thing. I'm worried that you might have pocket kings, but you're staring at me again. I'm like the. Here's the thing.
Tell me.
You never know what somebody else is thinking. Like, you never know what a guy is thinking. Right, Chuck? You never know.
And sometimes.
Yes. My wife would beg to differ.
So true. Okay. No, but when they're like confident and like on, like staring you down.
Most people that stare me down aren't very confident.
He stares me down every time, though.
But listen to what he said.
No.
You never know.
Me now.
You gotta get used to reading eyes if you're gonna try to read eyes that way. But it's a different thing for poker than
Here's
fighting.
the thing, though. He's gone both ways. He's that guy. This generation, they go both ways. They don't care. There's no titles.
He's going a little far.
No, I'm not kidding.
What channel are we on again?
Literally, they don't. There's no. Yeah, you don't. You guys don't like your titles.
Jennie Garth thoroughly entertaining in her
I'm sorry. 44 to
reasoning.
me. 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you were that into, I feel like if you were that into it, you would have gone all in. However, if you were that into it,
Easy to read and stare on.
and you were trying to bait me, you would just put that amount in.
Actually, somewhat
You already
sound
took one
poker
of our
logic
sisters
by
out.
Jennie Garth there.
Was that me that did that?
Probably. I'm gonna go with yes.
That won't take you out.
Well, how bad would it be if you beat both of us right now?
It'd be great.
But he can't
But
win
then there's a
that
side
money.
bet between you guys.
Yeah, he can't win.
He can't win that money anymore.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Maybe 9,
5,
9 purple chips.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh.
and 4.
No.
Call.
Can I make change for her?
And Jennie
No.
Garth
No,
makes
you know
the
what?
call
Don't do
here.
me any favors right now.
I wasn't gonna do you a favor.
Don't try to be my friend right now.
That's your change.
Thank you.
And the river card is a 6 of diamonds. That is going to bail Tony Hawk out, who now is laying claim to the main pot. He's going to scoop that. However, we do have a side pot in progress. And look at this. Tyler Posey playing bully, moving all
Stakes
in
is
here with the
high.
2 queens. Jennie Garth has him beat. All she's got to do is call, and she's going to win a monster side pot.
64,000.
Really? Just count it out.
I just, yeah.
There's 131,000 in chips on the side. All Jennie Garth has to do is make this call. And Jennie Garth is going to fold the trip sevens here. Worried that she's up against the flush of Tyler Posey. He did not have a diamond in his hand, and Tyler's going to win the side pot. And Jennie Garth is going to realize right now
High five, buddy.
that she would have won the side.
You do.
And Tony Hawk, for some reason, appears to be getting up right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a flush. Tony's
Yep,
got a flush.
I do.
You do.
He's got a diamond flush.
Yep.
Diamond
Flush.
Newsflash.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Please put everything down.
I didn't even notice.
I'm only looking at queens.
I saw it before.
so cool.
I just wasn't-
The action continues with the blinds at their highest level, 10 and 20,000. They will get no higher than this, and a lot of playable hands spread out. Ace King for Chuck Liddell, who just doubled up. Tony Hawk has opened the action with a limp in with Ace Queen, but it's Jennifer Maddox who looks like she wants to get involved here with Queen 8 in bad shape.
Sorry.
What's the thought process there, Maria? Not sure?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. She is the shortest stack, so, you know, maybe she just wants to see a flop and try to hopefully connect with it so that she could go all in post, and then maybe, if not, stick
Oh my
around for another
gosh,
hand,
speaking of
but-
connect with it, look at this board.
Jeez.
Ace 8-8. Both Tyler Posey and Jennifer Maddox have made trip eights. Both Chuck Liddell and Tony Hawk have made aces up. This is a cold deck.
Wow, she smashes this flop here. Everybody having a piece of it. It all looks good to every single person that's still in this pot right now.
We could see all four players moving all in potentially here. And there's a huge bet to light the fuse from Chuck Liddell.
Bet is 59.
59,000 is the number, and Tyler Posey wasting no time reaching for his chips.
5 stacks each for the purple. And then 9 pink.
And if you're Chuck Liddell, you're wondering what the heck he's calling you with. You got Ace King. 59,000 called by Posey, and now Tony Hawk, the chip leader, having trouble figuring out what he's up against.
Okay, here we go. I'm not really sure how to say this, but I'm going to call and raise. All right.
If you want to raise.
Raise, yeah.
Okay.
And Tony with the third
So
best
the minimum
hand
raise would be
out of the two in front of him.
on top of it.
The minimum raise.
108. All right.
Okay.
Tony has everyone covered, and he also
it's
has
double
the
it.
worst hand at this moment. Jennifer doesn't even have enough to call the full bet that was made by Chuck Liddell.
You need one purple.
Of course, she's going absolutely nowhere, all in for her remaining 28,000. The rest of the action is going to be on the side.
Peach. That's the color of
There
those
could be
things.
multiple side pots.
All in. 28.
You got 28 here.
Yep.
And listen, if I'm Chuck Liddell, I would look down at my ace king and think, there is a
exciting.
chance it might not be good
Yeah,
now.
that's
You've got you let out, you've got Posey calling, you have Tony Hawk, who's been fairly tight, raising, and then Jennifer
stuck with
Maddox
us this long,
willing to
then
go
they
all
need- they
in
need some-
for her tournament life after all this
what?
action has
People have stuck
happened.
with us this
Yeah,
long,
this
maybe
long.
I would
finally
actually not be
it's a
surprised to
time.
see Liddell fold here, and he would be absolutely correct in doing so if he's able to reason this out.
I don't see how.
No, he's not all in.
Yeah.
She's all in over
I'm all
here,
in.
so this is the main pot for her. From now on, we'll have side action.
We've seen Chuck able to make some pretty decent folds so far
I think Chuck and I have
today.
to call Tony, right?
Yeah.
He's got way more money than I have to cover.
Chuck bet 59, and he called. And Tony raised 59 on top. So Chuck,
That would put me all in, right?
yes.
It's 118 total after Chuck's lead of 59, and he needs to call his last 35, and you see him not doing so instantaneously. His gut's telling him he's in trouble here.
And listen, I get that the math said something pretty obvious, that he's invested so much of his stack already, he should just put the rest in, but sometimes the action just dictates a fold.
And you see him shaking his head. It's almost like he couldn't overcome the math of the situation. He makes the call. Not impossible for the ace king and ace queen to end up possibly chopping the pot if an ace can show up. But Chuck is all in, and Tyler Posey is going to make the call of Tony's raise. So we're going to have a main pot It will include all players plus Jennifer Maddox. We will have a side pot, which will include Tony, Tyler, and Chuck, and then a new side pot between just Tony and Tyler.
It's a crazy pot.
I have no idea what's going on.
There's going to be a couple from props.
So this one will be Chuck's pot, and then you two have the side, so you guys still have the action.
Tony and Tyler for that extra side.
Okay, so. Okay.
So you guys can still bet against each other.
Okay.
And there is still action between Tyler
The first
and
one,
Tony.
you would get 2 with that one. if you
Turn
win.
card is the 4 of spades.
I'm all in.
I can only get the first pot.
And Posey says all in.
Wow.
He's got
going on
8s full of 4s.
See what's going on
He
here?
has just beat Jennifer Maddox's
cover
Queen
that.
8.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
have him.
Okay. We've all reached our time limits, or we just our threshold.
We still do.
46.
Everybody's got 80 now.
We have an 8 and an ace.
46.
What do you got, Tony?
Okay, that's
Well, let's
everybody.
do it. Everyone's turning
Well, it looks like Tony Hawk has called the all-in of
No
46,000.
one else can bet but Tony.
And all hands are going to get shown here. Jennifer Maddox is going to be devastated to see the 8s full of 4s.
Down there, he's at the 8.
That turn
Got a full
card
house right now.
Oh, you got a full house.
ruining her hopes of scooping this
Oh,
pot,
he's
but she
got-
could
got
still
the
hit a
pro.
queen.
He has 8-4 over there. Oh my goodness. But an ace is still
I had 3 of a kind before that turn.
Tony and Chuck could both still hit aces on the river to chop the pot. Anything else, and
No, I'm
Tyler
lost.
Posey is
Okay.
going to scoop
I guess- well, no, I need a
everything in the
queen.
middle.
You
I need
guys
queen.
in for- You and Tyler in for that. Chuck
Yes.
in for that, and she's in for the second.
Okay.
And I need an 8.
I need queen.
Something's going to happen.
Something, but I don't know what.
2 players potentially
Guys all in a lock.
eliminated
Oh,
in
yeah.
one
Unless
pot.
an ace comes and then the ace is going to chop over here.
Jennifer Maddox and Chuck Liddell.
I think he
Let's
just
see the
said, "You know
river.
what? I'm Jack."
It's the 7 of hearts, and that's it for both Chuck Liddell and Jennifer Maddox,
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
who will finish
You're
in
still there.
3rd and
Yeah,
4th
you're still
respectively
in.
as
You
Liddell
still got-
started the
yeah,
hand
over
with
here.
more chips.
I was just getting up. It was too exciting. I had to get up.
And look at this, courtesy of our Zynga Poker Blind Update. We can see that the blinds have leaped to 8 and 16,000. That means even Posey is sitting on no more than 8 big blinds in front of him. 9 big blinds. 2 10s and a 4 on the flop.
Posey flopping trip 10s here, but Phil has 10s and 4s. Maybe this could be it. Phil has just a little bit over pot behind.
16. I'm going to raise you.
Look at this.
16. I'm going to raise you.
Okay, I'm all in.
Oh, Hellmuth moving all in with the 6-4 offsuit. A quick call from Posey with the trip 10s.
If you have a 10, it's over.
Buddy.
Oh my God. Great match.
You think
Well
so?
done.
Hold on, hold on.
No, it's over. No
Is it?
matter what comes, unless it comes running a 4-4, which is like 10,000 to one shot.
Let's see.
And as you can see, it is effectively over for Phil Hellmuth. He'd have to hit running 4s, as he mentioned, 0.1%.
The kids don't like that play, but I liked it. You limped in with ace queen, ace 10. You won a bunch of big pots that way, you know?
The
Congrats.
turn is a jack, and
Well done,
that's
man.
it. Tyler Posey
This was the perfect time
Really appreciate
to the perfect gentleman with a lot of positivity.
takes down Phil Hellmuth.
It's okay, I'll just take down the
You know, it's interesting. He talked about being in center stage, right? And how, you know, there's pressure there, but somebody like him is used to that.
Right.
You know, he's uniquely qualified to handle the pressure of being ridiculed or judged based on your play.
Nevertheless, when you are out of your element, it does disrupt some of that comfort. We saw at one point Tony Hawk was down just 1 big blind during the 6-handed action, and he got himself all the way back up to the chip lead, eventually finishing in second place as we pick up the action with an all-club board reading ace 10 4 deuce.
See, now this is an interesting situation because when a board comes out like this, the player who wins the pot is the one who wants it more, right? Neither player has anything, and they're both fighting for it despite 4 clubs being out there. I love this kind of stuff.
Tony has the wheel draw. That's the only thing we can imagine that he's calling with, but without a club.
This is crazy. 6 high against 7 high. Maria's trying to... What's he doing?
No!
Oh, at least
He
think
just
about
called!
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
He just called in 7 high. It's going to be good.
Wait.
For a second before you just put
Wait,
your
watch
chips
this
in.
when Maria sees his hand.
Better.
Oh, no! Give us the tight shot of Maria. Look at this.
Oh my God.
What just happened there? Did you just soul read me? You soul read me. You called me with the only hand
Literally
that beats me by a notch that doesn't like actually make
say.
any pair or connect.
I'm just trying to
with
make
the
you
board.
reevaluate your whole.
Oh my God.
Did you know that there were 4 spades on the flop and you had 2 red cards in your hand, Tony? Like
Absolutely.
What?
Right
I
here.
just got soul red.
Okay, so he could beat 7-3 or 6-3. That's it.
Glasses, like, or a hoodie or something. Like, I don't know what just happened. What just happened? I got owned.